Hi, I'm Ashok Khosla, and I'm chairman of Development Alternatives, a social enterprise with its headquarters in New Delhi. Our mission is to eradicate poverty and regenerate the health of the environment. Over the past 25 years, we have innovated a wide range of solutions that address both these problems. I'm also president of the Club of Rome, the group whose first book, The Limits to Growth, started the environmental movement in the early 1970s. And there is no environmental issue that is more insistently taking over our lives today than climate change, which has become the top of mind problem of today. Because of it, governments are changing their policies, businesses are modifying their production systems and business models, and citizens everywhere are transforming their consumption patterns. Growing awareness of climate change has helped us focus our minds on the capacity of the one planet we share, Earth, to support us in the manner to which we have become accustomed. The impacts our actions are having on our surroundings, on our environmental resource base, are a major source of concern to the people of all nations today. There are also opportunities to unite us all, rich and poor, from the East and from the West, finding new ways for us to live together on this finite planet. But climate change is not all that we have to worry about. There are many other global issues that could also become major threats to human civilization. If we do not deal with them with the greatest urgency, increasing poverty, loss of biodiversity, extinction of species, the growth of human populations, runaway consumption of natural resources, acidification of the oceans, and many others. In fact, if we are to slow down the rate at which climate is changing, we will need to deal with all these issues as part of a much larger system. All of them are closely linked. And the way we use energy lies at the heart of this system and has become a common thread running through both the problems and their solutions. For the past century, our economies have been growing by leaps and bounds. They are beginning to have unintended and costly side effects. We must now learn to live in a manner that does not leave behind a debt that our children will be unable to repay. As the world population grows, which it is expected to do over the next decades by some 3 billion or more people, and as the global economy expands, as it is likely to do for many years to come, the burden we place on the life support systems of our biosphere will gradually stretch its limits of resilience. It is well known that when the lives of people improve, they tend to have smaller families. This has happened in Europe, and North America, and Japan. In some of these countries, the numbers of babies being born is actually now less than the number of old persons dying. But in the poorer countries, the numbers continue to grow quite rapidly. If the pressure human beings place on the Earth's life support systems is to be kept at a level that can be sustained, then both consumption in the rich countries and population growth in the low-income ones will have to slow down radically. The rich will certainly have to cut down on the energy they use now. And what about the poor? Paradoxically, they may well not be using enough. There is nothing like hope for a better future to make people want smaller families. And that hope comes when life improves tangibly, with better access to water and food, clothing and homes, education and facilities for healthcare. All these, in turn, need resources, particularly energy resources. If more efficient technologies can make these services available for less energy, so much the better. So, in a real sense, removing the poverty of energy in the poorer countries is a key part of the solution to climate change. This means that the poor must have access to more energy, use it much more efficiently than they do now, and not lock themselves into wasteful habits of old. The other key is, as I said earlier, for people in the wealthier countries to bring down their energy use, which is easy to do given the many wasteful methods we have adopted in our industries, transport systems, and agriculture. The Green India Consortium is a first attempt to bring together people in the rich countries with those in the poorer ones to share the knowledge and techniques each has so we can design a better future for all. Come and join us.